Hi everyone, my name is Kristin Hayes. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to make this pretty sparkly Christmas card using the Joyful Flurry bundle. This is the stamp set we're going to use. We're actually only using the sentiment from here, and then we're going to be using a bunch of the dies that are in here that coordinate. It's a bundle with the stamp set. So I'll show you more of the dies as we go along, but let's get started. So let me just show you, in case you didn't see, these lift up so you can, I'm hoping you can see that there's glimmer paper underneath and you can really see the sparkle a lot more in person than when I was taking pictures of the card. So hopefully it's coming across the camera okay. So I'm going to start with a piece of the thick basic white, and this is cut at 8.5 by 5.5. I scored it at 4 1/4. Then I have a piece of the 12 by, this comes in a pack of 12 by 12 glimmer paper, and it comes with the Evening Evergreen, Very Vanilla, and Gold. So it's a really nice combination pack. And this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And then I have a piece of mint, sorry, I just bumped the camera, a piece of mint macaron, and this is cut at 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, 1/8. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna get started. Now these dies don't cut through all the way, as you could see in the sample. Some of them, they just kind of cut in so things lift, but it doesn't really come out of the paper. So we're gonna use our piece right here to start. All right. Going to use my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and then you just place these wherever you want them to be on your paper. So we're just going to do that, and we're going to run them through. All right, let's get that out of the way. So then what we have is our two cutouts that aren't really cut all the way out. And what I like to do is poke these through a little bit with my take your pick tool. And I'm just kind of gently pushing them up. And you might have to do this again after you use adhesive on it, because it does kind of flatten it out. But at least I'm not going to have the chance to go under it again once it's adhered to the paper. So I wanted to do it this way so I have a chance to bend it a little bit. You don't want to go too far with it or you're going to get creases in your paper. Like I just got a little one there, but that's not too bad. So I'm just going to do these top ones too, just so you have a little more of the glimmer paper poking out. And again, I'm just trying to lift it a little, and then we'll lift these. Maybe if I do it this way, it might go a little faster because I can see where I'm going. There we go. That's working much faster. And again, we might have to, there's a couple dots I had to get out, and we might have to do that again after we adhere it. But the next thing I want to do is add a little more snowflakes, a little more detailing to the back. And you could do this before you put it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, but I wanted to be able to see where I had put everything. This is just a snowflake from the same stamp set. I guess we are using two pieces from it. I said one before, but we are using this little snowflake too, just to add some more detailing. And then I also cut out these little gold snowflakes. Now this comes in the same pack, this paper, as the Evening Evergreen Glimmer. And the snowflakes are just these pieces. These are the exact same pieces, but you get two of them. So I'm going to take some fine tip glue and just glue them on where I want them to go. And I'm going to leave a little bit here in the center for our sentiment, which we'll do in a minute. So I'm just going to use a little bit here. I don't want to go overboard with it because then it gets it squishes out. Let me grab another block just to hold that while it dries, while I do the next one. We'll do another one down at the bottom. There we go. And that should be all set. And then our last one, I put it near the sentiment, so I guess we'll do that again. You could add more of these. I just added 3. You can obviously add however many you would like. I'll put it over here maybe this time. And you can see it only takes a minute to dry, not even a minute. I'm just going to try and get this back on. There we go. Or I forget about it sometimes and walk away. All right, so then we need to do our sentiment. So I just have a piece of scrap basic white, and I'm going to use my embossing buddy. And the embossing buddy is back in the holiday catalog, the July to December 2022 catalog. It is available in a kit with a tray for your embossing powder and some tweezers. And I think one other thing, and I can't think of it right now. I didn't get it yet. I'm hemming and hawing because, to be perfectly honest with you, the paper works well for me, but it might be nice to have that little, a brush to get the embossing powder out. That's the last piece. So I'm just using the sentiment here. I'm stamping in Versamark. And then we're going to dust over our gold embossing powder right over that. I'm just going to do a second coat here to make sure we got it in all the right spots. And then just funnel this back in. All right. And then I'm just going to blow really quickly to get any excess out and grab my heat tool. There we go. Let me just move this out of the way and we'll get this cut out. Now this piece is included in the dies that we've already been using, so you don't need to use a separate one. Let's see here. I still have all the little dots from the snowflakes. Let me just flick those off. Alrighty, so we're just gonna line this up the way we want it. And that G comes down a little bit low, so I put the It's a Season right at the top so I can fit it all in. And then we're just gonna go through. Alrighty. Here's our sentiment. Very pretty in gold. I know sometimes the gold embossing doesn't pick up on the camera either, but hopefully you can see. Now what we want to do is adhere this to our evening evergreen, and I'm going to avoid the snowflakes, but I want to make sure I get a little bit in the corners too. Let's put a little more right here. And like I said, when you press a little bit, these can flatten again, so you just want to kind of perk them up a little bit. We're just going to center that on there. And again, I'm going to press not on my snowflakes where I have the pieces. And then this goes on our base. And it's harder to see now where the snowflakes are. Let's see. because I don't want to press too hard. That should be good. Yeah, let's just press it up a little bit again. There we go. All right, let's center this on our base. Alrighty, now we need to add our sentiment, and I'm going to pop this one up on some dimensionals. Now in this set, there are some snowflakes that cut out completely too, so it's just your preference on what you like. I'm going to slide this under those pieces just a little bit and pick this one up to go over. There we go. And we need a little bow, so I have a piece of the Simply Elegant trim, and it comes in silver and gold, and as you can see, I need to reorder some of this. We're just going to make a simple bow. It's all twisting on me. Let's see if I got it. There we go. Not too bad, a little twisted, but we'll just fuss with it to get it the way we want it to look. Let's see, almost. Now pull it, and then I need a little glue dot, and my box is empty. Here they are. So I'm just going to roll the glue dot to get a smaller sticky piece and put it where I want the bow to go. You can put it directly on the bow too. I go back and forth which way I want to do it. I'm just going to trim this up and then just stick that right on there. And that is all there is to it. So here is the card we made. Here is our original. And I just want to let you know all of my links are listed down below. If you have any questions, please just let me know. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.